Hey, bro, I'm just sending the link. Okay, my bro. Hello, guys. How are you? Ready to kill this week? First day of the week. Okay. Okay, bro. Good afternoon, Khalid. Good afternoon, William. How are you guys? How was your weekend? Chill weekend, chill weekend. Ready to kill the markets this week. Let's go. So we have 11 people here. Please, guys, say something. Say hi. For the people that are new here, you can always say something, okay? Should be a very nice week today. I don't think. Let me see if we have news today. Yeah, we're gonna have news around Empire State around 1:30. Empire State Manufacturing Index. Hi, Brenton. How are you, bro? Guys, Brenton is a new member of our team. Welcome, Brenton. Welcome, Brenton. For sure, brother. For sure. You're welcome. How many people here? Good afternoon, Manpreet. How are you? Should be a very nice day. Starting of the week. Energy, fresh. Making some money here. Hello, Muhammad. How are you, bro? All good? You guys have a nice weekend? You guys have a nice weekend? For me, it was a nice weekend. That's what I like to hear, Mohammed. Mohammed, let's kill today. You guys are fresh, focus. Let's kill the markets today. Yes, sir. Yeah, to be fair, last week was kind of choppy, you know, like gold is been like consolidating the whole week. So I think today and this week should be a very clean day, because when gold sometimes give us this like choppy weeks, like consolidation weeks, the weeks ahead of that should be very nice. Should be very nice weeks, very volatile weeks. Gold should move a lot. And you guys know when gold moves, we make plenty of profits. Yeah. Was a tough week, very choppy week. If you guys see, you guys can take a look on the 1 hour time frame and you see the choppiness. Whole consolidation the whole week. Last week, 90% of the people should blow their accounts, you know, because it was a very tough week, very tough week. And we resist and we make profits last week. So should be a very nice week ahead of us. This week. Let me see. 17. Yeah, guys. How many people we are here? 15 people. Guys, we need to help these likes. Everyone, please give a like on the stream. Will help us a lot to push the stream up. We want to give as much value as we can to the most people as we can. So run these likes up. We will be very much appreciated for that. We have Moss in the building. How are you, my bro, Moss? Moss is always here in the back.
I'm always here, always in the background.
Always. How are you, bro? Nice weekend?
Very good weekend, man. It
Fresh.
was nice. Yeah, we ended it good on Friday, so.
Yes, sir. Fresh. Fresh. Starting fresh Monday. Freshen up. EA is taking his fuel today to kill the markets. Break. 30 minutes break. Another second. Just change something here. Let's see, grid. 20 people here, guys. How are you? Welcome to the new people here. Welcome to the new people. If you guys are new here, please say something in the chat. I know almost everyone that joins, you know. So if you guys are new, say something. If you guys are watching our stream, for how long, you can always say on the chat. I know some guys off here. I know Khalid. I know William. I know Manpreet too. Muhammad, Manpreet, yeah, I know all of these people here. So if you guys are new, say something. It's always good to see new people joining. Always nice. Always nice. How cold is moving today? Let's see. Okay, we have pretty good ranges. Gold has been like consolidating, so yeah, that's what I say. Oh, probably is mine. I'm gonna reset it, okay? Serious? I know. It's better? Okay, okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, bro, talking about risk management, like last week was very, very tough, and yeah, we still came out profitable on last week. Oh, yeah, yeah. You're muted, bro, on the stream. Yeah, for the Zoom, you're working. Max is giving us some trouble today, bro.
It should be working now. Yeah, I think it should be working now. Apologies, guys. I think I had the wrong mic selected. I really do apologize. Should be working now. Okay, I'll go over what I said earlier. I'll go over that again. So Nuno mentioned earlier that last week was, very tough. Everyone was here. You guys all saw how tough the price action was last week, right? So I sort of responded by saying, yeah, that's exactly how price action works, right? That's the reality of trading. Like, drawdowns are part of the business. You cannot take that out of the equation, right? Trading, right? When you understand the word trading, there's a lot that comes under trading, right? And drawdowns is part of trading. And so, yesterday we were very, very blessed to actually come out, in a very, 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 like, we came out very good, right? In terms of our P&O and everything. But again, guys, I know a lot of people blew up their accounts last week. A lot of people tried to revenge trade, overtrade, and that's the thing, right? It's because of like the false expectations everyone has. When you put false expectations on something, now all of a sudden you start to do something that you're not supposed to, and that's going to lead you to the wrong path. So again, we want to really teach you guys the realistic way of trading, the sustainable way of trading. And again, it's a business that can pay you a lot of money. A day or two of profitable trading, if you have sufficient amount of capital, you can make way more than what someone would make in a whole month, right? So again, it's not about consistently every single day making profits. It's more about when you are going through rough patches in your trading, right? When you are going through those rough phases, manage the drawdown. And last week, that's what we did. We came out super good, super good. I'm so proud of everyone. And we showed how we are professionals, right? We're not here just for the short term, we're here for the long term. We can be very profitable, we can have those crazy win rates. And guess what, when the markets are rough, we can also manage our losses, stay very disciplined. And you guys saw it for yourself, right?
Yeah, last week if the people doesn't be on point on risk management, gonna start affect the psychology, gonna start tilting. You guys need to accept BEs. You guys need to accept one day, one loss. You guys need to accept it, because we need to think on the long term, not on the short term. Because it's very easy to be happy and everything with the short term gains, but with the long term gains, that's when the game works.
Exactly. But that's the thing, bro, right? Because of social media, everyone's mindset is so twisted, right? Because they go on social media, TikTok, they're like, oh, look at this trader, he just made £1 million, he just bought his Lamborghini. But what they don't understand is, yes, that's actually a reality for us traders, because again, there's a lot of money in this business, but you get to that point, right? And it's not like overnight you just get to that point. It's small steps that actually lead to that point, and you have to take those small steps to actually even get to that stage. So when you try and rush the process, that's when you get in a lot of trouble. Man, this intraday at this point is roughly about 92 pips, and it just kind of rejected with the NY open in 2-3 minutes. Crazy, right? Look at this. Jeez. The 3 minutes, they give you a 38 pip rejection. I'm just waiting for the news to drop, and then hopefully after, once the news does drop, we can kind of go over some technicals. But at the moment, I think we do need to align the technicals with the fundamentals, right? So I just don't want to build any sort of a bias. That's why usually when we have news coming in, but look at the intraday though, it's so beautiful, man, to the downside. Such a beautiful intraday range today, honestly. Look at this very nice fake out on the HTF. Such a nice play to the downside, honestly, especially if the numbers are positive and they actually do start to break past this area. It's such a decent trade, honestly, such a decent trade. We can see a nice 200 pip daily candle today, and again, most likely a nice clean bearish candle, and then from there we can just start a downtrend move in the market.
For sure. And bro, I was thinking because last week, the importance of the withdrawals,
Oh yeah.
Exactly. You guys need to you make profits even on a daily. I think you can withdraw money on a daily, because on these times when you guys imagine that you have a BE week, or you lost 1-2%, you guys have the money in your bank, you guys withdraw the money, so it's always good to withdraw, because on the screen it's just a number, but when it was on your bank account, on your real money, you're gonna see that it was way better, and you're gonna deal with these like kind of choppy weeks way better. I think it's very nice to withdraw all the profits that you made, because numbers, it's always numbers on the screen, and then when you withdraw, it's going to be numbers on your bank account, real money. You guys know?
Yes, sir. That's the thing about trading, right? It's all just numbers on the screen until you actually move it from one screen to another screen. You're still moving it to a different screen, but that screen being your bank account, right? It goes from your trading account to your bank account. And when money has hit your bank account now, guess what? Your capital is not really at risk anymore. Obviously, your money still is at risk because of inflation. Your money will still lose value. Is always at risk. That's why your money needs to make money. But again, guys, Nuno just said it right there. And then this is so good for your psychology, right? You need to understand, as traders, everything we do has to be, for our psychology. It needs to support our psychology. So again, when you make some profits and you withdraw them in a day or two, guess what? That's it. You've been paid now for the rest of the month, right? So you don't need to force any more trades anymore. You don't need to take something when the markets has not given you opportunity, right? You can stay out of it because you got paid. So again, it's a psychological business, right? So again, you don't want to try and make like daily profits. It's not a 9 to 5 where like you make £1,000 every day, £2,000 every day. If you've made £2,000 in a day, take the money out, reset your balance back to whatever the equity was before you started trading, which could be 100k, 10k, I don't know. Everyone has different equity, and then you go at it again and again and again. You make your profits, take your profits out,
or even took over the expenses. For you guys be on point psychology.
Yes, sir.
If you guys know that your expenses are covered, everything is covered, you are chill for the month, your psychology will be way better.
Yes, sir. Nuno, bro, I'll be back in 2 minutes, okay?
Okay, guys. Okay, bro. Hello, status video. Hello. How are you? Any news? Yeah, bro. We're gonna have news here in 3 minutes. But yeah, guys, let me know what do you think about the withdrawal thing that we talk now. It's always good to have some points of view. So if you guys have some opinion, because it's always good. We are always learning every day, So it's always better to communicate, and if you guys have something to say, if you guys like agree, if you guys didn't agree, if you guys have something more like that you feel more comfortable for your psychology. Exactly, bro. Exactly. The withdrawal is very important for psychology. Sometimes people think that, compounding. Yeah, when you have like a low account, it's like better to compound a little bit, but you can't push it. Yeah, bro. For sure. When you have a small account, you can try to withdraw some money, even if it not was like big money, withdraw some money and you let some money in your account, if it was like a small account. But if it was a big account, you can withdraw the money and you can start all over again next day or even next week. I don't know how you guys work with withdrawals. We normally have like weekly withdrawals for us. Withdraw a single penny. Yeah, bro, but you imagine status, you trade like live account, right? If you trade a live account, you can create another account on your broker, Imagine, let me give you an example. You make like $50 today, You made this today. Yeah, exactly. You made this $50 today, right? What we can do, that's one account. You create another account, and on the daily, you move this 50 for this account, and you're gonna have a compounding account for the profit, and then you start all over again every day, because sometimes when you make profits, You know, when you make profits, you on the day after you go like, oh, okay, I made 50 yesterday, so today I can risk more because I made profits yesterday, you know. And if you put the money to other account for the, imagine that's your withdrawal account, you can, your risk gonna be way better because you're gonna have the money there and you know that you can't like fucked up on the day after, you know, because you start on zero.
Yes, sir. I completely agree with that, man. Honestly, that's the thing with trading, right? Oh, positive numbers, by the way. Interesting, very interesting. Wow, got positive numbers here as well. And that's the thing with trading, right? It's such a psychological game, and you sort of have to take all of these steps to, you know, pay yourself. You have to pay yourself as a trader. It's a business, so there has to be like a process in place, right? And you know, that's why, guys, we will provide that sort of process for you, which not only will again support you financially, and it will also support you mentally, right? So you know, you will have things in place, like, you know, you need to pay yourself and whatnot. Anyway, let's also start getting to the technical, since the numbers have dropped and they are positive numbers, and we are anticipating the intraday to actually give us a drop today. So let's go. So looking at the monthly again, I don't see anything that I do want to mark out other than this key area of ours, which again seems like has been respected in the past as a support area as well as a resistance area, right? There we go. We have this key area here on the monthly, and it seems like the monthly is obviously still trading above this area. But again, look at this to the left. We are sort of tapping this 59 and 60 level, right? So again, on the monthly now, we understand that it's actually super bullish in terms of like the open, the way it opened, and then from there you guys can see it formed a low, never broke past the lows of the previous candle, and now it has also exceeded past the 50% of the previous candle, right, making it a bullish candle, and also making the previous 50% area invalid, right? So at this point, the sky is the limit on the monthly, right? Sky being your highest, the previous monthly highest. But again, we understand how price action works. It needs to move in a very sustainable manner. So if we go back to the weekly now, look at this, right? So look, what this weekly has essentially done now is it has retested this previous resistance level here, which we can see, right? So two things can happen now. Either this weekly can now give us some sort of a correction, and then obviously if we are to expect a correction, then the point of pullback should be this area here. This should be the point where we are anticipating gold to give us a retest, which is the 1938 level, because again, that's your previous weekly 50% area, right? And that should be either the point of reversal for us in terms of like, you know, some sort of bullish reversal from here. Again, they can start taking the price back up, or it could be a point of another breakout, right? Another break of structure can occur here. But we all understand that we do have plenty of range to the downside. So if we scale down to the daily now, this is where the magic happens, right? Let's measure the daily range. Guess what? We have retested the lows of the previous daily at this point, and if we understand how much range we have to the downside, and that this current daily has only moved about roughly not even 100 pips, right? Only about 90 pips. Look at the play that we can expect to the downside, guys. It's actually like insane the amount of potential we have to the downside, even if we just go based off this massive bullish candle, right? Even just going based off this massive bullish candle. Look at the correction area. You've still got about 50-60 pips to the downside very easily, right? Let's see. So that's your massive bullish candle. The highs are up there, the lows are all the way down here. Let's move this back. There you go. As you guys know, I love to be precise with my levels, and you have to be very precise with everything in the markets, right? This is how you get your precise TPs and your precise stop losses. So 45.81. This being the 50% area of the massive bullish candle, right? This is the imbalance area that we have, the 81 area, right? So what we can do is we can put down daily imbalance area to the downside. So whenever there is an imbalance in the markets, it leaves a lot of orders behind, right? So most likely price will come down and give us a retest of this 45 area. And again, if you sort of like look at the daily now, look what's happening on the daily range at this point. The daily is actually trading below the 50% level, the intraday 50% level, again being one of our major levels, right? So look at this, and again it has only moved about 94 pips, and we know at average daily can move about 200 pips, right? So us seeing a massive intraday bearish move in the markets now is actually such a realistic target, guys. Honestly, such a realistic scenario as well. So if we can start to now see some sort of a breakout past the lows of the previous daily, I think we can really take it downtown. I think it will be one of those days now where gold just sinks and it gives you a very big drop, because again, remember last week markets were consolidating. Literally we had a consolidation last week, right? So if there was a consolidation last week, then guess what? There is a lot of liquidity in the markets. As soon as they start breaking past the structure lows, they're generating a lot of liquidity, right? So if there is a lot of liquidity in the markets, it will increase the order flow as well, right? 55.12, that's the intraday 50% area. We are trading below the intraday 50% area. Looking at the 30-minute time frame at this point, right? We've got the 30-minute lows all the way down here, and again, look at that. The minute we start to break past this area, we should be coming down to retest the structure lows, and then obviously the structure lows being your liquidity area, right? So if we do go past this liquidity area, we are sort of tapping this monthly area here, which is only about 13 pips away. So there are two scenarios which I can really think of. Scenario number one being that they actually give you a break past the structure lows here, and then from here just cause a very massive fake out to the top side once again. Or scenario number two being that they give you a breakout past this area, and then from there they just start to sink the markets, and you know there is literally no pullbacks. One of those aggressive days, right? Again, you know, we've just had the numbers which were super positive, which again gives us another confidence now to start looking for those sell positions, right? So again, understand that we are tapping this major resistance level on the weekly, and if you actually look at the price action on the daily now, look what they've done. Previous resistance level was all the way up here. They gave you a closure above this, and then guess what? They gave you a clean fake out structure, right? So the minute we start to break past the lows of the previous daily, we are most likely coming down to this imbalance area. So just from the previous daily lows now down to the imbalance area, we have about 46 pips, right? And if we do start to go past the imbalance area, then guess what? We've got the weekly 50% area that we can start targeting, right? So these are some of the major levels which we can really achieve this week if the markets start to give us that bearish play. Look at your 4H as well now. Again, we also trade based off our 4H ranges, right? So we've got this 6 a.m. candle. Where is the 50% of this 6 a.m. candle? Or the 50% area is all the way here now, and we are literally trading below the 50% area as well. So the probabilities of us actually coming down and, you know, seeing a retest of the lows are super high, right? The edge is on our side if we actually do look for a sell position. But as traders, we need our confirmations, obviously, and you know, once the news does drop, we actually don't look for anything for 15 minutes after the numbers have dropped, just to, you know, let the price calm down a little bit, just let it settle down a little bit. And then once we start to get confirmations past that 15-minute mark, that's when we start executing, right? So again, we've got this major key level over here now. As long as price is trading below this area, guess what, guys? There is a massive drop that's setting up on gold, and we can most definitely capitalize on it. So 53.94 being the 4H 50% area, right? And that's the 6 a.m. candle, by the way, not the candle that's open. That's the 6 a.m. candle 4H 50% area. So let's mark this out. 53.94 6 a.m. 4H 50%. So look, as long as gold is trading below this area here, the chances of us dropping are very high. And so what we need is, we need an entry. So usually we do use these 30-minute candles to enter the markets, right? We would look for an entry 5 pips below this. But the only problem that I have with this is that there is no upper wick on this candle here, which again can work out for us, because again, most likely the volatility will be there for you to actually see a massive drop. But when you actually look at it, the SLs will be really, really massive, right? So I think it's sort of best to stay out of it for now. let them actually clear this mess here and see what sort of a reaction we get below this area, because again, you've got so much range to the downside, right? And you sort of don't need to rush into any positions. But I think anything below this, if we can get some sort of a breakout past this area, and then if they give you a valid break of structure, so you know, they give you a break below the structure lows, some sort of a pullback, and then from there, once we have a pullback, they can start to give us another resistance candle, and then the minute we start to break below the resistance candle, I think that would be a very decent entry for us to start selling the markets. The only issue that I have, once again, is the way this candle has dropped. And again, there's a reason that they have given you such an aggressive play, right? It was because of the fundamentals. It was a red folder, and it was also positive numbers. You know, you guys can see it. And so forecasted numbers were minus 3.5, and the actual numbers were 1.1. And again, it's a red folder. So this will obviously bring a lot of volatility into the markets, right? So once the volatility settles down, the question I'm asking is, once again the volatility settles down, are they going to give us a correction? Because if they do give us a correction, then guess what? We can get wicked out very easily if our stop losses are up there. And it's the first day back. Is there any need for us to rush into your position? Is today touch 1946? It depends. We will see. We will see. I didn't withdraw a single penny, still losing. Yes, you need to start, man. You need to start taking your profits out. Whatever you make, just take it out. Even if it's £10, £20, £30, £100, £1,000, just take it out. Treat yourself, honestly. Treat yourself. So again, you've got the new 4H coming up in the next 19 minutes. And usually with the new 4H, you get a lot of momentum in the markets, right? I think I would like to stay out of the markets for now. And I would like to take something below this 49 area, because again, look at the 49 area, the kind of rejection you get from this 49 area. And think about it, right? If they want to drop the price now, the cheapest price possible would have been up here, right? So they have got the cheapest price possible. So now the scenario which we are looking for, obviously the daily lows getting violated and gold dropping, there is a very high chance that the scenario will play out. But the only issue I have with this is this area here. That's the area I've got an issue with, because there's a lot of liquidity below this area, right? So the minute they actually take out the liquidity, are they going to give us a valid breakout, or are they going to take the price back up? That's my question. That's the question I'm asking. So I think it's best to stay out of it until we see the new 4H. With the new 4H, I think we should have the answer to our question, if this breakout here is a liquidity play or if it's a genuine breakout to the downside, right? Again, we do not have any closures below the daily 50% at the moment either. You know, we need something, right? We need an actual decent confirmation. So if this candle actually gives us a bearish closure below the daily 50% area, below your 4H 50% areas, giving you a closure below this nasty support area as well, then guess what? With the new 4H, we can take it downtown. And I think that's what I'm interested in. I would like to take a sell position if we can get decent closure below this. But again, I don't want to be too impulsive and jump into your position. Usually on Mondays, I don't like to be impulsive, but I think today I will look for a position, but it has to be with the new 4H, and it has to be a breakout past this area. That's the position I'm interested in. So sells below this. We need our 30-minute closure. Once we have it, because the thing is, right, if you actually look at the intraday range, you've not seen a closure at the moment below the daily 50% area. Like the previous candle gave you sort of an indecision in the markets, right? Look at that. And then because of the positive numbers now, they've sort of taken the price down. But that's where I'm thinking, once obviously the price starts to settle down a little bit more, and you know, the technicals take over rather than the fundamentals, are they going to again take the price back up? Because look at the previous candle, right? It had there was indecision in the markets, and now because of the fundamentals being super positive, they've taken the price down. But again, as I said, once the technicals again start to take over, are they going to turn this area into liquidity area and start taking it back up? That's the question I'm asking, and at the moment I don't have the answer, so I will stay out of the markets. Need a little bit more confirmation at the moment.
Next 4H about to open, so yeah.
Yes sir, yes sir. And that's the thing, you know, when you understand the markets, everything is about timing. You have to time the markets, right? And I think, look, it's about like the risk and the reward, right? And at the moment, the risk we have is this area here. This area here is risky, in my opinion, because guys, if you understand liquidity, right, there is a lot of liquidity below this. And if you understand what this 4H candle has done, this 4H candle has moved a lot. It's done its job now. What if the job of this candle was just to come down and retest this level here, and now they just want to start ranging the markets again? So that's why we need something new. So we need a new 4H candle that can form a new range, which could be either to the downside or it could be to the top side, right? So this 4H candle has moved a lot at this point. It's moved about 92 pips. So yeah, we need something new in the markets, being the new 4H, which can again bring more momentum to the markets, since that would be your NY open 4H, right? So that's the candle I'm interested in, and hopefully once we do get the open, we can see a breakout past this area and we can start looking for the sell positions, because by then we should most likely have a confirmation of closure below this, and anytime we're closing below this, I'm expecting price to drop.
Yes, sir. Bro, talking here to the status video point LK. Bro, we are talking about the thing, that the withdrawal thing. And bro, take a look on that. Now is the best time, bro, to actually be a trader. It's so easy to have like capital. You have the prop firms, you have the my Forex funds, FTMO, you have all of that, you know. So it's the best time, but not jump into everything like just because it's the best time to do it. You can have a small account, you can be consistent for a while, you know, make profits for a while. You don't need to like make big profits, but consistent for 1, 2, 3. You can see like if you actually can have a bad week and you still come out profitable on the end of the month, you know. And then when you see, okay, I'm being profitable for 1 year, I'm being profitable for 6 months, okay, I'm ready to start a challenge. Because now I think you guys see the news, the my Forex funds, FTMO, I think all the prop firms like just didn't have like target days to achieve the target, you know. So you guys can take it chill. You can have like a week, a month that you do like 4% and you are chill because you don't have like time limit for now, and you can like run the account up. Now you can use the compound thing, you know. But when you are funded, I think my Forex funds allow like bi-weekly withdrawals. You can trade for 2 weeks, withdraw the money, trade for 2 weeks, withdraw the money. And yeah, now is the best time because no limits are very like good for some traders. For some traders are not good because they didn't have like the kind of a pressure to perform. But in general, I think was a very good decision in terms of the prop firms to like help us traders to pass this challenge.
I agree with you. I agree with you, because look, at the end of the day, right, for them, if obviously they actually do track the performance of like these people who are, you know, getting funded, and if these traders are actually showing consistent profits, then the prop firms can actually air-book these traders, right? Obviously it's common logic, right, that the prop firms are going to b-book everyone at the start, right, and they're going to probably pay you out of their own pockets if you do make profits. But if you can show them consistency of like, you know, you're making consistent profits for like 4 months, 6 months in a row, they will actually air-book you, because now they can make profits by actually giving you the live funding as well. So does that make sense? So these prop firms, would try and make money alongside you. And you know, you could be from any country, you could be from a third world country, and you know, the starting fees is actually so low now. Like you can literally get funded with, I think, $20 or $50 or something along those lines.
Yeah, 49.
$49, and like from there you can just start scaling it up and start building it up. So for you to achieve financial freedom now is so realistic. Honestly, it's actually so realistic, and this is actually the best time to be a trader. You know, back then, you need to understand, trading was very hard. It wasn't digital. You know, you would need to call the broker, and it could take 2 days just for your order to get filled. You know, trading was completely different 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And now the amount of resources that we have as traders, you know, we can make it happen, guys. You can actually make millions from this. But again, there is a process that you have to follow to actually get to that stage, right? And honestly, this should be the biggest motivation for everyone here watching, everyone here trading alongside us. You know, that you can escape the rat race. You know, you can escape your 9 to 5 trap, which is again a trap, right? All your life you just work for this miserable job, and you know, by the end of your life you might get something out of it. But you know, we don't want to get something out of it when we are in our 60s or 70s. We want to get something out of our life. You know, we want to live our best life when we're in our 30s or our late 20s or 40s, you know, when we are young, 50s, right? So again, that's what trading allows us. It allows us to make a lot of money in less time compared to, like, you know, your regular 9 to 5 or, you know, the other pathways that you would take, right?
Yep.
That's the beauty.
And even this generation, bro, our generation, you know, when we get old, I don't think we're gonna receive something for the government, because inflation is like crazy and it's always get worse, you know. Even in Portugal, bro, I think the how it calls the money that you received when you ended up working was the
Well, during the lockdown.
oh no
And
imagine when you pension, exactly pension.
Okay.
Pension, even in Portugal, like pensions are like 300 like euros, 300
a month
for some people. Yeah, old people that have medications to pay. My grandfathers and grandmother, they receive about that 300 euros. You guys think that 300 euros nowadays to medications, everything, that's not good. We need to escape that thing, you know.
Exactly. And the thing is, again, like, you know, we're talking about realistically taking profits out of the markets. You know, we're not selling you guys a dream that come join us every day, you'll make £200, £300. But you know, we're telling you, look guys, you can actually get a lot of capital now in the markets. And once you get a lot of capital, you just need to be profitable once a week, you know, twice a week. And because you're making 1% on a 100k account, all of a sudden every week when you take that one trade and it hits your profit target, you've made £1,000 or £2,000. You know, that's how trading works. Trading is not about getting paid every single day. It's about, by the end of the month, if you've made 10% or 12% or 15%, that's what trading really is about. Realistic targets, right? But again, you know, making 10% is a lot of money, right? So on a 100k account, if you make 10%, that's £10,000 you've made, which again is very unlikely that you will make £10,000 after tax with a 9 to 5. But it's very realistic for you to make £10,000, £20,000 a month through trading, and that's after tax as well, because of the amount of resources we have as traders. That's the best thing about this business now, right? And again, guys, sky is the limit when it comes to like your sort of growth in trading, right? Which again is not the case in many, you know, jobs nowadays. The sky is not the limit in terms of like your promotions and, you know, whatnot. It's very much capped. You know, so when they start to cap your potential, subconsciously you also start to now, you know, cap your potential as well. But that's the thing about trading. No one is capping your potential. It's about you as a human being, what level you can achieve, right? Sky's the limit. Whatever you want to do is achievable in the markets. But again, it's like how disciplined you are. Like, do you understand what process you need to follow, and are you able to stick to the right path to achieve the, you know, the targets that you want to achieve? That's the thing as traders, right? And that's what we do on daily basis, right? Like, a lot of trading, what trading is about solving problems. You know, every day you have these little problems and you have to solve them, and that's what businesses are about. So, you know, we really do encourage that everyone, you know, gets into, you know, this thing here, which is again the glitch in the matrix. You know, matrix, you know, that's a fancy word for basically the rat race and everything else, but trading really is the glitch in the matrix. You know, if you guys can prove me wrong, more than welcome to prove me wrong, but this is the glitch in the matrix, right? And again, something like this, right, it's very new at the moment, because there was no digital trading like 50 years ago or 60 years ago for like the average Joe like ourselves, right? So something like this might not be here for a very long time either. So again, think about it. It's the opportunity of the lifetime. Take it serious, guys. Honestly, take it serious.
It's the plan A and plan B thing that we talk a lot of times, you know.
Yes, sir. Someone's asked in the chat, where did you learn your technical and fundamental analysis? Could you also give me an example on how you use your Fibonacci? So technical and fundamental analysis, guys, just back testing, forward testing. I never really had a mentor. In terms of mentor, I never had one. A lot of the information is available on YouTube, internet. You know, you've got a lot of like other resources as well, right? Look, that's the best thing about it. You can literally learn anything from the internet, and that's how I've learned trading. It was internet, and then from there, you know, a lot of concepts. You know, I had a lot of like friends in good places as well. Like I knew some inside traders as well, which again I can't mention their names, but you know, that's the thing, right? Which was again like 3 years maybe into my training, right? I started to network with a lot of like the, you know, individuals which do this for a living, and so that's where you sort of like start to understand a lot of the concepts, and that's sort of how I taught myself how to trade, right? And I've been doing it for 5 years plus now, guys. So again, it takes time, but I don't believe that any mentor can help you become profitable. They can like kind of like hold your hand and tell you like, look, follow this pathway, but it's really still up to you if you follow the steps that they tell you to follow or not. And again, someone has to be doing this for a living for them to actually teach this to you, right? If someone's making their money from something else and, you know, they're trying to teach you the trading side, then it just doesn't make sense, right? I don't think it's ethically right, because the only reason we actually do this, the live streams and all the other stuff, is because this is what we do for a living, right? So if we make money from this, then we can also help you guys make money. But a lot of what you see on Insta is actually BS. It's not realistic at all.
Courses, stuff, all the things. The only thing that we have it's like the live stream. Yeah.
Exactly. We don't have a course. You know, it's so easy for everyone to make a course nowadays. Grab someone else's course, you know, change a couple words, pay someone to like, you know, just change a couple of sentences, boom, you have a course. We don't have a course either, because I believe everything is on the internet. Maybe one day I'll make a strategy video about my strategy, because that's something which will be valuable, but I'm not going to sit here and teach you guys, this is a candlestick. You see, this is how it looks when it goes up. This is how it looks when it comes down. A, B, C, D. I don't need to teach you guys this. Put the work in. Go on YouTube. There's so many free resources. You can learn everything. It's about if you want it bad enough, right?
And I believe like the best thing to learn, it's actually like see the action, you know, like see the trading, see how you want to trade the market, what you do, your analysis. I think that's the best way to learn, like day by day, not failing a single day, and you guys gonna pick up everything. I think that's very important to do. Like, don't fail a day. There's something that I learned, that I see on the internet. When you like make something like 10,000 hours, you're gonna be like kind of professional on that, you know. I think I see something about it, and bro, that's very, very true. Most of the people that put the energy on trading doesn't go to the 10,000 hours, like,
bro. I remember
looking
at the chart. Yeah, we were putting like 10 hours a day, like at the start. Imagine there's 365 days in a year, right? Imagine even if you were putting just like 5 hours a day, times it by 365. That's like 1.7k hours just in a year, right? So do times 5, and it's almost more than 10,000 hours there. I've nearly put
Exactly.
10,000 pounds, 10,000 hours, maybe even more, because 5 hours is nothing, man. That's like the bare minimum. I was putting 10, 20 hours in a day sometimes, right? So addicted to the craft. I remember during lockdown time, bro, we had like 24 hours. Like all I was doing was just on the charts, right? So we put the work in, we really put the hours in, and now it shows, right? And no one can just like come and replace us because they haven't got the experience, right? We have the experience. Nothing can be experienced. Again, one thing that I'm looking at this point now is we've got plenty of potential to the downside, right? If they actually do give us a breakout past this area, I might be interested in a position with the new 4H, and SLs could be above your key area, which is essentially this area here, right? Because thinking about it now, right, we've got plenty of range to the downside, and usually 4H gives you that one-sided play in the markets, and everything is super bearish in the markets, right? So if you even look at the 15-minute highs now, it has no business breaking past this area here. If they do start to give you a breakout below the lows, I think it should be a clean drop, because you have the confirmation on the 30-minute, and we can start using the 4H as a confluence, like 5 pips above the highs of the 15-minute candle, and we can start looking for this 5 pip breakout here, 40% target, because everything's there, right? And usually on Monday the impulsive entries do play out because we have the confirmations. It will be roughly about 50 plus pips as a SL. Lows of the 30-minute getting violated. Now what business do they have now starting to take the price back up? And we actually do have the 4H momentum on our side, right? So I think it's a very decent trade, to be fair, because the daily hasn't even moved about 200 pips either. Everything's there for this to play out. You know, we've violated the lows of the previous daily, and you know, you can start making it essentially risk-free as soon as it drops and it hits like 46.50 area, right? Oh, there you go. Let's see. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Let's see how it reacts. Let's see how it reacts. Because look, it's literally now giving you a breakout past the lows. 5 pips below is when it makes it genuine breakout, right? It makes it a valid breakout. At the moment, that's why we have not been triggered just yet. But think about it, right? With the 4H, we understand a lot of momentum kicks into the markets, and now we have the closure which we needed. We have everything. We also have some more range to the downside. The daily has also violated the lows. Everything's there, and you know, they're not really giving us some sort of a nasty rejection either. The numbers are also positive. We have a decent SO up here which is above the structure highs. So if they do want to start breaking the price below this area here now, then I think we've got so much room to the downside. But again, we will apply the 5 pip breakout rule, which we usually apply, and it hasn't broken past the 5 pip area, has it? No,
bro.
Not yet, not yet. So I think this is a very decent entry. It does make sense, and again, as I said, the minute it gives you this 10 pips spike down, you can start making it risk-free. 46.40. This is where you want to make it risk-free. You can make it risk-free here. If the alert goes off here, the minute we start to go past this area, I think it's going to be a trigger. You can start applying the risk management, make it risk-free down here, and as soon as we start to go past this area, I think gold can really start to give us a very decent drop, right? Because we understand the nature of this candle, and we are using this candle as one of our confluences, right, to enter the markets. So we understand that the big sell-off is setting up due to the intraday and you know, everything else being there for us, right? So if they actually do start to give you a decent breakout now with the 4H, like the chances of us dropping are super high, because we understand how the 4H usually reacts. It opens and it gives you a very much one-sided play in the markets, right? And so if they do start to give you a breakout past the 30-minute lows now, what business do they have taking the price back up? So as long as your stop losses are in a decent place, which again has to be above that 50% area, which our stop losses will be, right? price has no business breaking above it, and so as long as we can start to see a breakout past this area, it can get us triggered. And look to the left as well, the clean traffic area to the left as well. We have a very clean traffic area to the left. Everything is there for this position here to play out. We just need to wait for a trigger, which again will be a 5 pip breakout below the lows here for us to get triggered, which we have not been triggered yet. Again, all the confirmations are there. You have the closure, you have everything. And what we need to understand is that we need to use momentum as one of our confluences to enter the markets, right? So when we have all the confirmations now, are we going to anticipate a pullback when we have a lot of momentum in the markets? It depends, right? So again, try and understand this candle. So if this candle starts to give you a breakout once again after forming a high, most likely it wants to give you a drop, right? Most likely. So always try and understand, if the momentum is there in the markets, they can give you the play before they start to give you a correction, and then they can give you the correction later, right? And again, you know, this is where you can apply fast risk management. As soon as it gives you a drop, now you need to think about it, right? Our risk-free area is about 16-17 pips away, so that's actually a very decent drop from up here down to the risk-free area. That's 16-17 pips away. All the confirmations are there. The 4H breakout is there, the daily breakout is there, everything is there. We're clearing past the consolidation area, and usually when you do clear past the consolidation area, the drop is usually very aggressive. Even the fundamentals are on our side, right? So everything is there, and it's a very high probability trade, and that's why you just need to let the odds play out. If this gets us triggered, let's take it. It's just a game of probabilities, right? So if everything is there, let's see what happens. Again, let it break past this area. It's not a valid entry just because it's retested your area. Let it break past the area, okay? Again, last week as well, I actually was seeing some people on the chat saying, oh, the alert went off and I entered the market. Guys, don't use the trading view here to enter the markets. Use your own broker prices, right? Please do not use the trading view here to enter the markets, because you will get in a lot of trouble. The alerts here are very dodgy. A lot of the times the alerts go off even when price has not reached my levels. So please keep that in your mind. Do not use the alerts here to enter the markets. It's just a rough example of what we are looking for, right? But we use our own brokers to actually enter the markets and exit the markets. This is just for the analysis. That's all we are using the trading view for analysis, right? This sell could be big. Yes, sir. The sell position could definitely be big. Look, everything's there in the markets. Your whole intraday has not even moved 200 pips yet. All the confirmations are there. You do need a decent breakout though, 5.3 pips, maybe something like that along those lines. Below this area, it makes it a very decent sell-off, right? Again, it has retested the level. It hasn't given us a breakout just yet. But if they do start to break out past this area now, then the potential drop is there, right? But it needs to go past this area. It's just retesting it at the moment. We need a breakout. We need a decent, healthy breakout. Again, look at your whole intraday as well. Your whole intraday has not moved even 200 pips at the moment. So this is a very realistic play in the markets, right? 120 pips. Your daily candle is 120 pips. With usually the 4H, a lot of volatility kicks in, right? The 4H just gives you a one-sided play. We don't usually see corrections with the 4H, right? So we understand that, right? And we're trying to use that as one of our confirmations to enter the markets. But again, it needs to give you some sort of a significant breakout for you to enter. So anything past this area could trigger the entries, right? But until then, kind of give it a little bit more room to breathe.
Yeah, the 5 pip breakout is very important. Not the 5 pip. You can always put 5.2, 5.3, exactly. And when it passes the mark, you trigger your position.
Okay, so
that's the best thing.
Bro, would you ever enter using the trading view here?
No, bro. Never.
No, exactly.
Just always better to use your own broker prices. Exactly. Because you guys need to understand how brokers works. Normally every broker has some different prices, you know.
Exactly.
That's why we use the 5 pip rule, because we kind of align every broker, and yeah,
Exactly.
On every broker should be a breakout on that area, at least 5 pips. So that's why we use this.
Exactly.
That's why we use this kind of strategy.
Yeah.
Like prevent strategy.
Exactly. Because remember, we had some people in the chat last week, and they were saying, "Hey, bro, your trigger went off. Your alert went off, and I entered." But what they don't understand is, even when price is not retesting my levels, my alert still goes off, guys. Please don't use the alert to enter the markets. You're gonna be taking positions literally anytime the alert goes off. That's a really bad confirmation, honestly. Use your own brokers. Use your own brokers. Okay. Everything is there. Oh. Okay. Again, if you guys do take the position here, make sure you make a risk-free as soon as you start to tap 46.40, 1946.40. That's where you want to make your risk-free, right? Everything is there. Your 4H laws have been violated. Daily laws have been violated. We do not have a 200 pip range on gold. The fundamentals were actually quite positive as well. Previous 15-minute also gave us a very decent closure. The previous 30-minute gave us a pretty decent closure. And if this candle starts to break out past this area, we have a very decent range to the downside, looking to the left as well. Very clean traffic. Everything is there for this trade here to play out, right? Also is the new 4H open, and it's breaking past the lows of the previous 4H as well. And usually with the new 4H, there's a lot of momentum in the markets, and it gives you a very much a one-sided play, right? It doesn't give you any big corrections. So everything is there for us to execute on this, right? It's a very high probability trade. So if you guys do give this a go, good luck. Just make sure you do make a risk-free as soon as this area here gets retested, right? Your risk-free area is all the way down here.
Also the break of the consolidation, bro. That's important.
Exactly. So when you're breaking past the consolidation area, essentially what's happening is you're generating a lot of orders, right? So the order flow will go up because a lot of the orders are getting taken out, and also you are collecting a lot of orders in the markets. So that's where, when you have all of these confirmations and you align it with the break of the consolidation, this is actually a very high probability trade, in my opinion. Again, the emphasis on the word probabilities, right? Always understand that it's a game of probabilities, and never ever have overconfidence. And you know, if you have overconfidence, guess what? You will scale up to a point where you are over risking, right? And you don't ever want to do that in your trading. Always keep your risk very much controlled. Even if you know it's a scenario that plays on 90% of the times, there could always be that 10% where you will lose, right? So today could be a 10%, tomorrow could be a 10%. We don't know, only the market makers know, right? Market makers, funny word.
They exist, bro.
Yeah, stay humble, guys. Stay humble.
The percentage.
Come on, where is the momentum, man? Where is the momentum? Where is the momentum, man?
I need to press the button.
Press that red button, bro. The momentum's just not there. They gave us the breakout as well at this point. Everything's there. 4H open as well. Where is the momentum now? Everything is there. Clean range to the left. Very decent closures. Everything is there. But where is the momentum? Break of structure. Everything is there. Have a only have a 100 pip daily candle. Very nice breakout on the 4H lows. Breakout on the daily lows. Every single thing is there. We just need momentum. Where is the momentum?
No, I just pressed the red button when it was in profit, so
Yeah, let it go back to the area where we want to get triggered, and then press the red button, bro. If you press it here, it might just go up. And then, yeah.
Can't press it here.
But yeah,
That's
man.
in profits, guys.
I would be very surprised if they don't give us a crazy drop today on gold. Because think about it, right? Last week was mess. Like the whole of the last week was mess. And they've finally cleared this consolidation area here, right? They've given you the breakout on the 4H. They've given you the breakout on the daily. Like everything is there. And again, you know, you sort of have plenty of range to the downside at this point as well, right? it's not that you don't have range to the downside, and it's a very clean traffic as well, looking to the left. So I'm expecting something big today, man. So I'll be very surprised if they don't actually give us a decent drop today. This here is a very decent trade that we've sort of, you know, this scenario here is a very decent scenario. You know, the areas are also very decent areas to look to look for a sell-off from, because again, on the intraday, you are very, like, the price is very inflated on the intraday, right? If you actually look at the whole daily range, your time frame is super inflated. Look at that. This is basically your top side on gold at the moment, right? So I'll be very surprised if they actually give us another choppy day here, especially on a Monday, literally, you know. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Just a waiting game. Even fundamentals are on our side, so
yeah, it will just again be a waiting game. Your 4H, your 4H, your 4H. That's your best friend, your 4H. Usually with the 4H, there's a lot of momentum that kicks into the markets. And they don't give you a correction usually. They actually give you a very aggressive play, right? A lot of the times the 4H gives you a very aggressive one-sided play, either to the top side or to the downside, right? And what they've done is they've given us an upper wick, and then after giving us an upper wick, they broke past the lows, right? It wasn't that we just we were just anticipating our breakout. We actually anticipated upper wick, which was formed, and then they gave us a breakout. So I'll be very shocked, not shocked, I'll be very surprised if they start taking the price back up again and they don't actually give us this here, because it's a very high probability trade.
yeah, for sure. And the trade is kind of very much protected, you know, because you have that 30-minute zone that hold like a lot of positions.
Exactly.
So position is like very protected.
Yeah, exactly. Someone said, I got a feeling it will go back up to the range. Back up to the range? As long as it's trading below the range, the chances of us going back up to the range are super low. The chances of us seeing a drop are super high, because again, look at the closure on the previous candle. Very decent closure, right? And it also closed below the range. And the only time I would say, okay, cool, you know what, the chances of us coming back up are high is if we get this candle here closing back above the range. But we're still trading below the range, and that's why, you know, if we do look for this, the SLs will go above the range area, since then price has no business coming back above the range, right? But that's only if you start to see this candle here closing back above. And at the moment, there is indecision in the markets, it seems like, with this new 4H. We don't have any more news coming in, do we?
No.
Yeah. Well, everyone understands everyone understands the analysis, right? It's a very high probability setup here. But again, you know, we're not the ones in control. Markets are in control, right? Not us. So it's not about us, you know, it's not about what we think will happen in the markets. It's about what the markets want to do. If they want to take it back up again, then they will take it back up, right? But it will be very shocking if they again give us a very choppy day today, because the whole of the last week was super choppy, right? And again today, I'm anticipating a decent drop. Like, they've given us the daily confirmation, you've got the 1H confirmation as well. You've literally got all the confirmations for price to actually start selling off, right? Unless they again want to give you some sort of a retest up here of the break of structure, and then later on start selling the markets, which again will be very surprising, because the new 4H usually gives you a very decent drop a lot of the times, right? If they want to drop the price, they don't really give you any corrections. So if they want to give you a correction today, then it is what it is. It is what it is. Your sales will then probably set up after NYSE. But if we are to actually look for a sell-off after NYSE, then we would need some confirmations up there. Then I would not look for anything below this area. Until then, this here, I'm very much interested, right? But if, let's say, they start taking the price all the way back up again, this candle here ends up closing as a bullish candle, New York Stock Exchange open, starts to break past the highs, then guys, you will need more confirmations, and you would need confirmations again up here somewhere. You would need a resistance candle, and then breakout candle closing below this, just so you know that this is not a fake out, right?
For now, it's just a upper wick.
Yeah, at the moment it's just the upper wick. And max pullback on this should be this area here. It shouldn't go past this breakout area, right? If it starts to go past this breakout area, that's when you start to again think about it. Okay, is this breakout a valid breakout, or is this just a fake out once again for them to generate liquidity and start taking the price back up to the daily highs, right? But as long as you're trading below the daily 50%, below the structure area here that you've left behind, it's very hard to look for a buy position, right? So even if they do start to take the price up, most likely I will be interested in a sell position, but it will require us to wait a little bit more and more confirmations. This will become invalid for me, unfortunately. Then yeah, will not be executing on this. But until then, again, you do need to give it just a little bit more room to breathe. But I understand how the 4H moves. It gives you that one-sided play. So if the one-sided play is to the top side, then the chances of us now coming up to retest this and dropping goes down, especially if this gives us a bullish closure above this area here. Until then, this is your retest level, right? This is where price can give you a retest of 51.91. As long as they give you a decent closure on this candle to the downside, the sells are still valid, as long as price is closing below this. But if the price closes above this with the NYSE opening up there, then I would not be looking for a trade down here. I will probably wait for another confirmation, right? Because I am very conservative on Mondays. But until then, because your breakout structure is still there and this is an open candle, is essentially just an upper wick, right? It's still a very decent trade in my opinion. So it depends what sort of a closure we get on this.
Yeah. Even this pullback area, bro, very nice, because if it rejects, should show that there are volume in the market, you know, exactly. Like the pullback areas that we trade, we back test, you know.
Exactly. The only problem that I would have with this is, bro, to be honest with you, if they do give you a close above this and then we look for this position with the NYSE, then your stop losses are going to be very massive, right? I don't want to have big SLs at the moment. That's the issue. So I would love this candle here to start rejecting from this area here. So then we can use this SL here, right? Maybe let's say if this is the upper wick area, place the SL 5-10 pips above this. It's a very decent SL. But if they start taking this candle all the way up there, then your SLs are going to go all the way up there as well, and that's such a massive SL. It doesn't make sense. Then I think I'll stay off this position here and maybe wait for another closure, maybe on the 15 minutes, and then once we have the closure, that's when we start looking for it. But until then, I am interested in this, but this candle here needs to give me a decent SL. Otherwise, if it starts to go past this area, then again, whatever the highs are, that would be my SL, unless I wait for another 15 minutes to close off to this. Then I can use that 15-minute candle as a SL, right? But at the moment, you guys can see this. This area here can give us a decent SL if we are to look for this, right? It's a decent SL. If it starts to go past this area now, they start to cause some sort of a fake out from down here. The NYSE just opens and pumps. Then yeah, the SLs get too big and we'll have to wait for a little bit more. Because it's all about your R2R. If the R2Rs are not there, then I would not take it. At the moment, the R2Rs are there because we understand the range to the downside, right? There's plenty and plenty of range to the downside. This is just your first area. And again, we're anticipating a very aggressive play in the markets as well. So let's see what they do. Again, use your own broker prices to enter. Nuno, do you want to kind of like go over how they can use their broker prices to enter?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, we have 2 daily candles with less than 200 pips. So the probability of this candle as more than 200 pips goes up, you know. Okay, about the entries.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, about the entries, I'm gonna do a quick example here. Imagine you're waiting for this breakout here, right? What you can do, guys, is like, okay, I'm gonna place my entry, my trigger 5 pips below. You measure like this range, 5 pips below. Probably your entry is here, right? You can measure a little bit more. You give it like 2-3 points, and you put your entry like here. When the candle like passes your entry, you trigger your position, and now you have 5 pips breakout plus 5 pips breakout. because I think I talk about it like the broker numbers are always different, and with a 5 point something pips breakout, you're always safe to say that the breakout occurs.
Exactly. So you usually use 5.3 pips or so.
5.2.
5.2. So okay, that makes sense. And you don't use TradingView to enter, do you?
No. That's
Exactly.
I just use like my broker.
Exactly.
I see markets on the case.
Exactly. So hope everyone understands that, right? Use your own broker prices to enter. Because guys, let me give you an example. On this broker here, it might be a 10 pip. Let's say we have a 1 minute candle here, right? I'll annotate. Breather candle probably, yes. Let's say on this broker that I am using on TradingView, this is a 1 minute candle, right? This could be a 10 pip candle, whereas on my broker, which is a regulated broker, this could be a 6 pip candle. So there could be that 4 pip difference now. Maybe on this broker I got activated, but on my actual broker I never got activated. So again, use one broker for the analysis, another for your activation. And the brokers that you use for activation, try and keep those brokers regulated. Maybe a FCA regulated broker, or something that's regulated there.
Yeah, you have IC Markets, Iron FX. Those like very nice brokers.
Yeah.
Many years in the markets.
Exactly. So find out a broker that you have a trust relationship with, and you know that they are, not cheating you.
Yeah, guys, not the.
I know you're gonna go into. Wait, no. What was his broker, man? Uncle Ted's broker.
Traders domain, I think.
Oh, have you guys seen the Ponzi scheme video that they done on Uncle Ted? That is crazy, bro. That's a crazy Ponzi scheme. No way. I think these guys cleared like 500 million or something. It said something along the lines of 500 million. Do you guys know about the Ponzi scheme with Uncle Ted? Oh Lord, that was crazy, man. Crazy. But I don't know, man. I don't know anything about it.
I know that he's always pretending to be a very nice guy, very transparent, very everything, I remember, bro. And probably it's all a mask,
Yeah. And the thing is, he was never on the. That's why I never understood anything, right? He was never sort of giving out mentorship, and I know, I never got why, like, if Raj is doing the mentorship and Uncle Ted is supposed to be Raj's mentor, why is he not giving the mentorship out, right? So that's where, like, when you look into it, he was actually providing the PAM system. So PAM system is a trading account that you can give out, and then everyone else can connect their trading accounts with it. But again, the PAM system it's something that us traders do in order for us to give you account management. But if it's done under a regulated broker, then there's no issue. But when someone does it under their own broker now, then what they can do is they can fake everything. They can start booking the trades, right? But I don't know, man. I saw that video. Did you finish it? It was a 3 hour long video.
Yeah, bro. I finished it.
Did you also see the interview they had with Uncle Ted?
Yeah. I see, bro.
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Bro. Yeah, man. I don't know what I think about that, bro. Because if it was true, bro, that is kind of a sociopath, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, I kind of was like, because his Uncle Ted was always that guy I would sort of like listen to for psychological help, bro.
For sure.
I think I listened to him sometime back because I was like, yeah, this guy, he knows what he's talking about. And, he seems like a proper guy. But then when I saw everything, I was like, holy, that's so crazy, man. This guy.
And if you take a look, all makes sense, bro. That's the thing. But
yeah, man. It was the biggest Ponzi scheme, bro.
We can't say nothing,
I mean, look, at the end of the day, like,
At
the end of the day, until proven, he's still innocent. Innocent until proven guilty, right? So
I think the government tried 2 times, bro, investigating, but They failed the 2 time, bro.
He's too smart. But again, as I said earlier, guys, for this position, it only makes sense if we can get decent SO up here. So if we can get like a SO up here, which was again the original idea above the highs up here, how big the SO could be? 5 pips above this, we can say. Around 5 pips above this. Then yeah, it's a valid position. 52.63. Okay, then it's a valid play in the markets. But if we can get this SO, otherwise we'll be staying out. Because if your SO goes all the way up there, it's too big. It's too big. And the potential to the downside, you guys can see it yourself. There's plenty and plenty of room to the downside, honestly. This could be a very aggressive play in the markets. If you do take it, as I said, use your own broker prices. 5 pips plus break below this makes you a valid entry. And you want to make your risk free all the way down here. And let some of the runners run. Ooh, NYSE could give you a crazy drop, man.
Auto open, yeah.
Very nice rejection as well. Make sure you guys are ready. First 5 minutes, be careful. Damn, I think NYSE is going to give us a clean drop, man. Look at the way the previous candle closed. It's a nice breather candle. So if they actually do give you a breakout now, it's going to be such a nice drop. Maybe in the first 5 minutes, they can take it up, form an upper wick. But look at that, retest done. And now if they do start to break it below this area, it's going to be a decent drop, man. Very decent drop. Let's see. This is a valid stop loss as well now, by the way, guys. It's a 30-minute stop loss, so we can use it as a stop loss area. So we have a very decent stop loss at this point as well. Just need the breakout. Everything's there for this now. Have a decent stop loss. And if, let's say, price does break out above this area in the first 5 minutes, I would not really be concerned. I would still use this as a stop loss area because the first 5 minutes is very spiky, right? So let's just wait for a breakout now and bingo. If it does break out above this area in the first 5 minutes and then starts to break the lows in the second 5-minute candle or the third 5-minute candle can start breaking the lows, I would still use this area as a stop loss because the first 5 minutes are quite, there's an indecision in the markets during the first 5 minutes because of the spikiness. So that's it. Let's go gold. Give us that crazy drop. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. NYSE. NYSE, let's go, guys. Again, if you do take the position, make your trades risk-free as soon as this area here gets hit, right? And
that's the moment that I'm gonna press the red button, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is it now. This is it now. Come on, gold. Come on, come on, come on. Again, apply risk management, but don't close your positions. Only secure partials, right? Secure partials, apply risk management, make your trades risk-free, and let the rest run. When you do not let your trades run, you're taking away from the profits. And you have to let your trades run. Your first objective is to make it risk-free as soon as your risk-free area gets hit. And your second objective is to let your trades run until your TP2, TP3. You've got the targets. Everyone has the targets. If you joined us for the analysis earlier, everyone knows exactly what we are looking for, guys. Everyone knows. Very decent drop with New York Stock Exchange. They are not giving us any sort of a pump. They are actually giving us a very decent drop, very decent closure on the previous candle, ended up closing as a breather candle. Just need a breakout now, and then hopefully we shall see a Titanic. Let's go. Got the pullback as well. Just need a decent breakout now, and I think we're about to see a Titanic, guys. We are about to witness our Titanic here. Let's go.
And mostly break out of the consolidation final.
Yeah. It's going to be a very aggressive drop, I think. Gold's about to give us a very aggressive drop, especially with the NYSE being part of the equation now. This is about to be a very big drop here on gold. Again, apply risk management as soon as this area here gets hit, which will be more than 10 pips in profits for everyone. And then from there, let the rest run. Secure some more profits at 45 being the daily imbalance area. And then once we start to go past the daily imbalance area, ooh, boy, this will turn into a Titanic, guys. There it is. It is coming down. It is coming down, guys. Again, use your own broker prices to enter if you do enter. Use your own broker prices to enter. Do not using this trading view here to enter. Use your own broker prices. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, gold. Come on. Let's go.
be a very volatile break.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very nice drop. I
You
can
guys
tell.
prepare yourselves.
Yeah. Everything's there for this to drop, man. Everything's there in the equation for this to drop. I would be very surprised if it doesn't drop, which can obviously happen, is always part of the business, right? So we can't say that there is a guarantee that this will drop, but there's a very high chance that this will drop. Everything is there. You've violated the laws of all the major candles. You've literally seen the decent closure below the structure. You've got the breather candle. The minute it breaks past it, like, it's a very decent trade, man. And again, guys, apply risk management, make your trades risk-free. As soon as it starts to give you a retest of this area here, it's a risk-free area for a reason. You want to protect your trades, right? So you can make it risk-free, take some profits off, maybe secure some partials, and from there, because the momentum's on our side, we're expecting a very nice, ooh, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's gonna go straight to the risk-free area. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go. Gold is dropping, gold is dropping, gold is dropping. There it is, there it is. Let's go, let's go. Come on, we told you guys it would be a very aggressive play in the markets, right? That's the beauty with the NYSE. Look, they're literally taking the price down now. We understand that the imbalance area is all the way down there at this point. Everything's there for this to technically play out now, right? You've got your imbalance area all the way down there. You've got your risk-free area here. So the minute your risk-free area gets hit, again, the entries were valid. 5 pips break below this. And now at this point, everyone should be up around 9+ pips. So the minute you start to tap this 10 pip area, which is 46.46 level, use your own broker prices to make it risk-free, right? 10 pips in profits, use your own broker prices to make it risk-free. There it is, there it is. It's dropping very nicely at this point now. Everything is there in the equation. Everything's in the equation. Like, this is a very high probability trade that we've taken here, right? So everything is there for this to play out. But again, always understand there's a chance that it can always just go against you, right? If the markets are not, you know, the market conditions are not good, right? That's always a possibility. Last week we saw very crappy markets. Well, at the moment there's everything there on the intraday for this to drop. Honestly, everything is there, right? We broke out of the consolidation. We've violated all the major candles. We've literally got everything there for this to drop. So again, apply risk management. I will not tell you guys to make it risk-free. It's your own brokers, right? If you were 10 pips in profits past that 5 pip mark, which I think most likely everyone was, just make it risk-free. This is again just a rough example of when you should make it risk-free. Don't use these areas here to make it risk-free, or, you know, secure profits. Use your own brokers. So if you were up 10 pips, make it risk-free, and if you were not up 10 pips, then let it run. It's a very decent position though, very decent position. Everything's there for this to drop. It can be a very aggressive play in the markets. We have the New York Stock Exchange volatility. We have everything there for this to drop. Everything. Win, 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 win. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Someone took a win here in the chat. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. As long as you took a win, that's all that matters, right? Remember we spoke about, you know, psychology earlier. It's very important to put yourself in the right psychological state because it's the start of the week. So even if you can secure some profits, secure them, come back tomorrow. You've got rest of the week and it's such a volatile week ahead of us, guys. Such a volatile week ahead of us, right? So always think about your psychology. It's a very psychological business. 90% is psychology, right? So there you go, guys. There you go. It's given you roughly about 10 pips at this point now. It really has given you 10 pips. There you go. That was a 10 pip drop. Past the entry area, you have dropped about 10 pips. Altogether, it's a 15 pip drop. So I do recommend that you guys apply some sort of risk management. You can keep your positions open. You don't have to move the, the entries to break even just yet, but you should have closed some partials there and made this position risk-free by maybe closing 60-70% or something along those lines. But you can still leave the position open and not move the stop losses to break even just yet. Because imagine if you have a position running here, You close 70% here. Now only 30% of your position will be running. So even if it goes against you, it will not affect you. So in a way, it's a risk-free position. But if it plays out, let it run for 50, 60, 70 pips. And guess what? You've made plenty and plenty of profits. There it is. There it is. There it is. Very decent position. Very decent confirmations. Everything is there at the moment. We just need some volatility in the markets now. We are not seeing any sort of rejections either. We still do not have our 200 pip range on gold. It's given us a breakout past the breather candle. It's given us a confirmation. It's given us everything at this point, right? So, again, be very surprised if they just take the price up once again. Like, you've got the New York Stock Exchange open now. This is literally the most volatile open after the 4H open, which is the first volatile open, the second volatile open after the NY open. I'll be very surprised if they don't actually give us a decent drop today, especially when you look at all the confirmations you have on the daily. You literally have everything there for this candle here to drop 100 pips. And this is me being realistic with you guys, right? Again, look at your intraday, right? Daily highs being there, daily lows being there. That's only 130 pip daily range. This will be a 200 pip daily range if they drop down to 1940. So 1940 will give us a 200 pip daily range. 1940.
Yeah, even 45, like the major $5.
1940, man. Like, that's such a realistic target on the daily today. Such a realistic target, that 1940 area. It's like 73 pips to the downside. Look to the left as well. Very clean range. Look to the left. Very, 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 very clean range to the left as well. You don't have any rejection area up till up to your, what's it called, 41. Everything is there. Everything is there. It's such a clean range to the downside. It's like the nicest range that you could ask for. 64 pips. Nicest 64 pip range to the downside. Guys, in terms of MT5, MT4, kind of like to keep everything private now, because I was having a lot of issue showing some stuff on social media. So there are personal reasons why I would like to keep some of those things personal. That's the thing. A lot of personal reasons why we're not showing it very consistently now at the MetaTrader 5 and the MetaTrader 4, but all of these trades are being taken by us, and you know, sometimes we do post the profits on the Discord as well, but at the moment, due to some personal reasons, I'm not putting the MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5 up. That's the only reason really. But everything that we do give out here, we are actually taking it on our live accounts, funded accounts, and we do show the profits on Discord as well. Bro, I would be so disappointed if the markets consolidate again today. Oh, but they never gave you a breakout. Oh, yeah, they did give you a breakout with the second 5-minute candle as well. You see that, right? Everything is there. Look, everything is there. It makes no sense for them to take the price up. Everything is there for this to sell off. Everything. It wouldn't make sense for them to take the price up. They need to give us a drop. I think he's just taking his time to play out, because at the end of the day, it's a Monday, right? It's a Monday. So they're just kind of like taking their time. But I'll be honest with you guys, everything's there for this to play out.
I can press the red button.
Press it, bro. Press it. Let's take it. Press the red button. Let's do it. We'll use it now. We'll use it now. Let's go. Let's go. Press it, bro. It's gonna drop now. There it is. There it is. Make it risk free, guys. It's gone past your TP1 area. Let the rest just run. Make it risk free at this point. There it is. Another winning trade given to you guys. More than 10 pips you must have secured on this trade so far. Let the rest just run now. The volatility needs to kick in. If it doesn't, protect your trades at this point at all cost. It has dropped more than 10 pips. Even, you know, the entry was given to you guys all the way up here. And from that area now, oh, there it is. Let's go. Let's go. Drop some W's in the chat, guys. Let's go. Look at this. That's the target hit. Daily imbalance area. Make sure you guys are securing some profits. It has dropped about 23 pips at this point now. And again, everyone understands that we've got plenty and plenty of range to the downside, right? Plenty of range. Very nice drop. There it is, guys. There it is. There it is. Drop some W's in the chat, guys. Drop a like on the stream as well. That's the first trade done. And let's see if we can get a crazy runner today. Or is it going to take us out at BE now, the runner positions?
Bro,
Very nice
give me a second, bro. Like, my brother like got locked outside, bro. Oh, man. Oh man, this guy. Are you there, bro?
Yeah, bro. It's a bit of a tricky situation at the moment.
Yeah, bro. I know, bro. Are you listening?
Yeah. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Bro.
Tell your brother
This guy.
2 minutes, man. He can wait 2 minutes, no?
Yeah, bro. But I think he got he got the phone like in home, you know. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, bro. Do whatever you gotta do.
no, bro. You can wait. Take a little bit of sun.
Oh, crazy, man. Look at this drop on gold. Wow. Look at this drop on gold. Crazy, man. Did tell you guys this was gonna play out today. You guys can see it. The analysis were there. We did discuss the technicals, we did discuss the fundamentals, and there it is. There still is a lot of potential to the downside if you actually understand the range, right? There still is plenty of potential to the downside. We just need to let it play out at this point. Very nice trade. Again, understand that we have retested the daily imbalance area, right? So the next area past this area here now will be your weekly imbalance area, which is a weekly 50% area. And look, up till 40, which is again the psychological level, you've got so much range. It's such a clean traffic area, right? Look at this. And this most likely will be replicated now to the downside, but we need some momentum in the markets for them to use a big runner. Anyway, everyone has protected their positions. Even past the 5 pip area, you have taken at least 18 pips so far now, and let's see how much more it can drop. Very decent trade taken here. Very decent trade taken here.
One last push.
Come on, press the button again, bro. You just pressed it once. Press it twice. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, there it is. Very nice. Very nice. There it is. Yeah, I mean, this is like so much potential to the downside, right? Everything's there for this to actually sell off. Everything is there, man. Everything. Like, if you understand, everything is there for this to sell off and give us a big sell off today. Everything is there.
One last push.
Come on, guys. One last push. His brother's waiting outside.
Oh man, this kid, bro.
Bro fully got locked outside. That's crazy. Come on, gold. Let's go. One more push. Want a big runner here. A big, massive runner. Let's go. There it is. I think it's loading. I think it's really setting up. A big drop is really setting up. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
everyone's protected at this point, so let's see if we were to scale in again as well on this position. Let's say you had like a, let's see what the potential SLs could be if we had another scale in, let's say, right? If, let's say we had a, how big was the SL, bro? Earlier it was around 50 plus pips, right? And we made a risk free something. If let's say we have a 50 plus pip SL, on the next position could be a little bit bigger. Your 40% target will be down here. Interesting. %50 area, and then you got your potentially on the next candle you could look for something else as well, but I think this candle has done its job now. Really, it has done it.
Yeah, bro, I'll be right back. Okay,
bro. Yeah, maybe on the next candle I have to look for something now. This candle here has done its job at this point, pretty much. They didn't give us any crazy runners, just a small little play in the markets, really. Nothing crazy today. Yeah, just a small little play. I mean, still very decent though. If you consider this was almost a 20 pip drop we had. More than 20 pips actually, but let's just say it was a 20 pip drop. Not bad at all. First position, sell positions, plus 20 pips, and we potentially have something setting up as well.
I'm back, bro.
That was quick, man. Jeez.
Man, that's good, bro.
Damn, bro, what's happening here with the markets again? Another slow day. Even below this is such a clean drop, but you would need new SLs, right? That's the thing now. You would need new SLs at this point. I'm very surprised. I was expecting something big today in the markets. Very surprised, honestly. But at least, you know, protected positions, still took some minor profits, and that's all that matters. They didn't get anything big again today, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah. The runners got taken out at BE, right? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Maybe with the 3 o'clock candle, which is coming up in the next 9 minutes, could get something. But yeah, that's the first trade done. Give me a couple minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, bro? You take over.
Okay, guys, you took the position? All here on the chat, guys. Was a very, very nice trade. Very clean trade. If you guys secure the profits, you guys do the best thing, you know? Was the best thing to do. Secure some profits, or it be here, and yeah, you let the trade play out. Because the range is there, you know? The range is there. We have plenty of range. We have 2 candles with 100 pips, $400. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see, Kelly. Maverick FX, hello Maverick. Hello, bro. How are you? Yeah, we just took this trade here. This 20 plus pip trade, you know, quick scalp. And yeah, probably gonna wait for more opportunities. Let's see, normally we take 2 trades, one for free on the YouTube and one for the private members. So if we can go up to 40 likes at least, we might extend the session here for the YouTube. I think we can get 40 likes here. But yeah, normally is one for the free people, free YouTube live stream, and one for the private members. You know, so we just continue the session here. when we hit our like target. So if you guys want another trade, let's hit that like button, and yeah, let's hit it up that 40 people like mark. That's important. I was talking with DH about the Uncle Ted thing. I didn't see any comments. What do you guys think about that? Did you see the CoffeeZilla, the commentary about the trader's domain and all that stuff? Did you guys take a look on that? For sure you have like an opinion about that. What do you guys think? That's all true, all cap, that's all things made? I don't know. What do you guys think? Because probably there's some guys here that have some opinion about it. Because yeah, we can't say nothing, but we all have opinions, and it's always good to share opinions and with the community. What do you guys think about that? You think that's true? You think not? What do you think? For me personally, I don't know. I think some things make sense, other things probably not. I don't know. But yeah, what do you guys think about it?
What are we discussing here?
Discussing about the Uncle Ted thing, you know? I'm like asking the opinion of the people here.
In a ways, I don't think many people actually understand the, how brokerage business works. So that's the thing. For them to also understand what the Ponzi scheme was, they first of all need to understand the brokerage system, how it all works, the B book, the A book, and all the other stuff. So I think, yeah, maybe because they don't understand it, that's why they're not kind of like answering your questions.
Answer the opinion.
Yeah. But let's see, we've got the new 3 o'clock coming up as well. I think, guys, on this note, we had a very profitable trade here. We'll be back tomorrow now. We'll probably host a session for our private members at this point now till 4 p.m. But yeah, very decent trade. Again, market seems to be very slow. Make sure you guys do join us tomorrow. Thank you guys again for joining today. Have a blessed day. See you guys tomorrow. We'll probably host a session for another hour or so for our private members, but we'll be back on the free YouTube live stream tomorrow. Take care, guys. Have a great day.